Good afternoon, everybody. My name is David Gonzalez. I'm a teacher over at Matsuyama. Been teaching there 8 years, and I remember the first time I met Rhonda, I felt like she hated my guts. She totally hated my guts, and it's because she didn't know who I was at first, and if she didn't know who you were, she's gonna be a little skeptical of you, right? I mean, that's kind of like that's the Rhonda I know, and just to give you a little insight as to how we became friends. I'm not going to use all the language, but there was one time we were all sitting at the table. So some of the students were talking about how there's like a pod area that connects our classrooms, and we'd all be sitting there at the table just talking. This is my first year, so I'm doing a lot of listening. I'm not talking too much. I was actually responding to some clients in my email, and Rhonda, I know she was having a bad day, and she was talking about a crab feed. Rhonda ever taught you about a crab feed before? Anyone? I mean, you guys all know the crab feed, right? So as I'm responding to my clients, I don't know what came over her, but she looked over at me, she pointed her finger at me, and she said, "And you're not invited." So, she's gonna throw me in the frying pan. I just just yanked her in the frying pan with me, right? And so it was from that day forward we became best friends. But after a while, she got to know me, and we became really good friends. The extended family that some of you guys have mentioned already. And one thing I admire most about Rhonda is the fact that she was a real warrior. She was a real warrior. She reminds me of the quote from Orwell, where "To see what's in front of your nose demands a constant struggle." And that was something that Rhonda did not shy away from. It's something that she took head on, which is why she was a teacher, right? To Rhonda, our position was the front line. The front line of democracy is what she would say. And to her, there was no other option. There is no eject button. Like, that just didn't exist to Rhonda. Like, she knew what her purpose was, her calling, and she did it. So, I guess what I want to say is that let's not, there's a lot of things that will make you want to push the eject button, but, to Rhonda, it was more like, it wasn't an eject button, it was more so like, let's put just to use the airplane as a metaphor, she wouldn't just push the eject button on a plane. She would actually put the oxygen mask on so she could help other people, and that's Rhonda. And so instead of thinking of tapping out and focusing on ourselves, let's all put the mask on. There's plenty of work to be done. So that's all I want to say.